Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Nina here if this is your very first time here. And today in this tutorial I am going to be focusing on how to fill in my brows. Now my brows are very just okay. I'm currently letting them grow out because I wanted to take it upon myself and try to trim them without going to my brow lady, and it was an epic fail. Okay, my brows, I trimmed off too much. They are too thin. So yeah, I'm trying to grow them out before I go to my appointment, and she is going to beat my butt when she found out what I did, okay? Because it already took us a kind of long period of time to get them trained and get them, back on track and where they was looking like identical to one another. And then I just had to go and just mess them all up. So yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, please do not try to trim your own brows at home, okay? Just don't, okay? Okay, so this is a two-part video. The first part I am doing my brows, and in the second part I am going to be showing you guys how I keep my makeup in place all day long without blotting. So before we get started with our brows, I am going to go ahead and prep my face for the second portion of this video, and then I will be right back to start applying our brows. Okay guys, so I am back. I know I look a little crazy, but I went ahead and applied the products to my face to start putting on my foundation and everything. So while I'm just letting the translucent powder set in with my primer, we are going to go ahead and fill in our brows. Okay, now the product that I have been loving using with filling in my brows has been my Benefit Precisely My Brow, and I am in the shade number 5. Okay, so before I get started, I'm gonna just go ahead and dust this white powder off. I think it's set in long enough. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's comb our brows into place. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and I'm going to carve out my brows, and I like to do this step because with the growing hairs, it can get kind of difficult for me to fill them in. So with them already carved out, I kind of know how thick they need to be, or exactly where I want to place the pencil with the brow hairs, if that makes sense. You guys finna see. Now, I carved out my brows using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I am in the shade Amande. I think that's how you pronounce it, okay? But I know for a fact it's Jackie Anna's favorite shade color, so yeah. And I'm just going to take my P. Louise concealer brush and pick up a significant amount of product, and this is a full coverage product, and that's why I wanted to use it, because it could cover up the hairs that you are letting your brows grow out with. And I always start right here at my arch. Okay, so now I am going to just blend this into my skin so it don't leave a harsh line. And I am going to be using my Luxie 209 large shader brush. Okay, so now that we got them carved out, and you can kind of already see how they're going to be arched. Now you can also see that this one is thicker. As you can see, this one is a lot thicker than this one. That's the only thing that I do not like about my brows, is one is thicker than the other one. I don't care about their saying about they're supposed to be sisters, not twins. I do not care, okay? I want mine to be like twins. I want them to look identical, okay? Don't judge me, judge yourself, okay? And worry about the preference of your brows, okay? And let me have my brows the way I want them, okay? Now we are going to go in with starting filling them in, okay? This can be very difficult, especially when you let them grow out. That's why I cannot wait to get them trimmed up, because this process is so darn difficult, okay? I'm ready to like get them cleaned up, okay? And don't worry about any mess ups. We're going to go back and clean them up with another super coverage concealer, okay? Like I said, I go to the extreme to cover up the growing hairs, because it's already tempting enough not to cut them off. So that's why I cannot wait to get to my appointment. But one thing I love about this pencil is I can be very light-handed with this pencil, and I'm sort of normally heavy-handed when it comes to my brows. But with this pencil, you don't have to be heavy-handed. Like, you can do this very lightly. So that's the completed brow look for me. Now we are going to go in with our Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and it's another super coverage concealer just like the NARS. So the shade that I'm going to use is Mahogany. And I'm going to let that sit there just for a second while I go ahead and fill in the other brow. So now we have let this sit long enough. We are going to go in and clean up just a little bit more of this brow. Now I am going to set my brows using the Benefit Gimme Brow. And that's in the shade number 5 as well. Okay, so we are done filling in and cleaning up our brows. I know it was probably to the extreme using 2 concealers, but like I said, I love it when they come out like this, okay? I love it when they cooperate with each other. And if you ever want to know your starting point, your middle point, and your end point, you can just do the old trick in the book. I just generally take my pencil and I go to the corner of my brow, well, the corner of my eye, and I see my starting point is there. Then where my arch is my middle point. And then my end point is at the end of my eye. So yeah. So that is how I kind of figure out if my brows are, you know, too long, or, you know, if they're looking like a unibrow almost. Then you just use that old trick in the book. Again, it's the inner corner of your eye. That's your first point. And what could also help is if you get a one of those NYX jumbo pencils, the white one, or you can use a black one, whatever your preference is. Then you just take it and you mark right there. Then you mark your arch right there. And well, let me fix this. You can mark your arch right there, and then your end point right here, okay? So yeah, and I messed up my brows a little bit with this pencil, but it's okay. An easy fix, okay? So yeah, I hope this tutorial was very easy for you guys to understand, to see how I shape my brows every day. Now, don't get me wrong, it is exhausting waking up every morning filling in your brows, because I sometimes get lazy with my makeup and don't even feel like putting on makeup. But it's like when I start with my brows, I look crazy like this. So then I start with my makeup, okay? So I'm considering microblading. If you have microblading, or if you're experienced it, then I would love to hear your opinions and your thoughts on it. Just comment down below. Let's, you know, chit chat about that, because I'm really considering it, being that it can be exhausting, okay? And some days are worse than others. So it's like some days they do not even want to come out this gorgeous, okay? So I am going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup onto my face, and then I am going to come back. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so I am back with my face done, my brows are done. We are looking too cute today, okay? I hope you enjoyed that brow tutorial. I hope it was very easy for you to understand how I feel in my brows. I hope you are able to be able to use that same technique, but just keep in mind that it takes a lot of practice, okay? Please don't get discouraged. It took me years to perfect how to fill in my brows, but one key tip that will help you is if you keep them trim and go to your brow person. I go like every 4 weeks. So if you go like every 4 weeks and just training your brows and keeping them trim, I promise you that will help you a heck of a lot. Okay? So just keep that in mind. I don't want you to get discouraged, but yeah, it takes a heck of a lot of practice, okay? So I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day. If you hadn't already subscribed to the Glam Squad, I hope you're considering doing that right now. And go ahead and hit that bell notification so you can get a holla every time I drop a new video. Okay, guys? I will not be going MIA anytime soon. Got lipstick on my teeth. Okay. Yeah. So I am here to stay. We are not going MIA anymore. I'm getting my head right so we can get this channel booming, okay? But yeah, guys, that is all I have for you today. Let me just stop rambling while I'm ahead, okay? Okay, until then, peace, love, and happiness. Bye.